So today, we're diving into AppLovin. They've built what you might call an AI money machine, and it's one of the most powerful and, yeah, one of the most controversial engines in all of tech. Seriously, just take a second and think about it. You've probably got dozens of free apps on your phone right now. Ever stop and wonder how they actually make money? Because, they're not charities. They're all in this insane global fight for your attention and ultimately for your wallet. And for the people making these apps, it's like a massive, totally confusing gold rush out there. It's less about a clear business plan and more like a wild, high-stakes gamble just to find users who will actually pay for something.
So, this is the story of the company that built a machine to dominate that gold rush. A pretty controversial machine, I might add. This is AppLovin. They decided, hey, forget digging for gold ourselves. Let's build the ultimate AI-powered machine to find it for everyone else. For a nice fee, of course.
Okay, so to really get what makes AppLovin's machine tick, we've got to first understand the huge problem it was designed to solve. It's a game where, a lot of the time, only the house seems to win. We're talking about a mobile app economy that's just colossal. $935 billion. When that much money is on the table, the fight to find users who will actually open their wallets, it is absolutely brutal.
For any app developer, the dream is pretty simple, right? Build an amazing app and get it into the hands of people who love it. But the reality? It's a lot tougher. They're basically sharecroppers working on land owned by Apple and Google. And for that privilege, they have to pay this non-negotiable platform tax. We're talking 15 to 30% of every single dollar they earn.
All right, so this is exactly where AppLovin steps in. They saw this whole broken system and thought, we can build a better machine, a smarter machine to find the gold in this gold rush. So what is this money engine? Well, at its heart, it's an AI-powered arbitrage machine. It's built to do one thing and do it better than anyone on the planet. Figure out which users are the most valuable and then match them with the perfect advertiser at the perfect moment. And here's how it works. It's basically a two-step process. First, you've got their Max platform. Think of it as creating this giant marketplace, a massive pool of ad space from millions and millions of apps. Then, step two, their app discovery platform uses AI to dive into that pool and find the perfect user for an advertiser. It's all about supply and demand, supercharged by AI. But the real magic, the brain behind this whole money engine, is their AI. It's called Axon. Think of it like a high-frequency trading brain. And this is so cool. The Axon engine doesn't operate like a normal ad network. It operates like a high-frequency trading firm on Wall Street. But instead of trading stocks, it's trading in human attention. It's crunching billions of data points every millisecond to decide the exact price of showing you a specific ad right now. It's literally financializing your eyeballs. And the result of all this? Well, it leads to something that analysts are calling the efficiency paradox. And when you see the numbers, you'll get why. It's pretty wild. Okay, just look at this chart. It tells the whole story. On one hand, you have app installs, which were basically flat year over year. They weren't getting more people to download apps. But on the other hand, look at their software revenue. It skyrocketed up by 68%. So what does that tell you? The AI isn't just finding more users, it's finding much, much better users, the ones who actually spend money. And that lets AppLovin charge a huge premium. How efficient is this AI? Well, it's pushed their adjusted EBITDA margin, which is just a fancy way of saying how profitable they are, to a mind-blowing 82%. 82%. I mean, you just don't see numbers like that. That's the kind of profitability that's usually reserved for pure software monopolies. Okay, but a number like that, 82%, it makes you wonder, right? It raises a huge question. Is this incredible performance all because of some brilliant AI innovation? Or is this engine running on some kind of secret, maybe even forbidden fuel? Well, the short seller firm Muddy Waters Research definitely thinks it's the second one. They came out with this report saying, and I'm quoting here, this performance is not due to AI magic, but identifier bridging. Basically, they're accusing AppLovin of stitching together user IDs to get around Apple's big privacy push, app tracking transparency, and track you anyway. And these allegations are no joke. We're talking about things like device fingerprinting, violating platform privacy rules, bypassing Apple's ATT system, and unauthorized data collection. The claim is that they're building these detailed profiles of users in ways that directly violate the rules of the game set by Apple and Google. And this isn't just some short seller making noise. In late 2025, things got very, very real. The allegations apparently led to an official investigation by the SEC. That's right, the government is now looking into it.
So all of this brings us to the biggest question of all, the existential threat for AppLovin. Are they about to face the ultimate punishment, the kill switch?
You know, if you look at their history, you can see how strategically they've built this thing. Back in 2020, they were buying up game studios, mostly for the data. Then in 2022, they bought their competitor Mopub to basically own the market. In 2023, they unleashed the new version of their AI, Axon 2.0. And by 2025, they'd sold off the games to focus entirely on being a software company. Every single step was about making that engine stronger and more dominant.
But here's the catch. That entire, incredibly powerful engine runs completely at the mercy of Apple and Google. And that brings us to platform risk. It's the ultimate threat, because if Apple or Google decides that AppLovin is breaking the rules, they can just flip a kill switch. They could block AppLovin's software from their operating systems, and that would basically shut down their multi-billion-dollar business. Poof, gone, overnight.
So that's where we're left. What is this story really about? Is AppLovin a tale of brilliant, genius-level innovation, a company that built a better AI and totally won the app gold rush? Or is it a regulatory time bomb, ticking away, built on a foundation of questionable data practices that's just waiting to explode?